presents opportunities. He's building nice pressure here.
That'll do it. What a moment for Justin Greaves, and you can see how much that means to him and his team.
Hello and everyone, welcome to another episode of Cricket Reviews. This time the Test cricket is still happening and going. Now it's not in Australia, now we are moving to New Zealand. Yes, everyone knows that New Zealand will take on West Indies. T20Is and ODIs are finished. Now we are on to the Test series, the very first Test match against these two sides in Christchurch, Hagley Oval. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the match report. New Zealand batted first and they just scored only 231 runs. So contribution from the veteran Kane Williamson, 52 runs of just 102 balls. And Michael Bracewell scoring 47 runs, valuable 47 runs. And don't forget Tom Blundell's 29, Nathan Smith's 23, and Captain Tom Latham just scored only 24. So, and West Indies bowling report when it comes to bowlers: Kemar, Roach, Jaden Seals, OJ Shields, the debutant, and Justin Greaves taking 2 wickets each. And the others, Joanne Lane and Roston Chase taking only single wicket. And West Indies, their reply of New Zealand's 231, we thought that New Zealand's 231 will be not enough, but as long as West Indies batted nicely, that would be threatening. But unfortunately it didn't happen because West Indies scoring only just 167 with the help of Shai 56 of just 107 balls. Tejnarayan Chanderpaul, better known as the son of legendary cricketer Shivnarayan Chanderpaul, he scored 52 of just 169 balls. Yes, carrying his father's legacy. We know what his father did for West Indies, scoring 10,000 runs in Test, and all importantly, Shivnarayan Chanderpaul's batting stance will be the memorable moment for every cricketing fan's mind. So yes, hopefully that Tejnarayan Chanderpaul will continue his father's legacy, as I can see his 52 runs in that scorecard. And only Tevin Imla and Kemar Roach only got to double figures other than these two, and extras 28 runs. Actually extras were the third highest run getters, but others didn't even go to the 10-run mark. So that's unfortunate for West Indies. Matt Henry taking 3 wickets for 43, Zach Foles 2 wickets, and Jacob Duffy taking a 5 for 34 of just 17.4 overs. When New Zealand replied for the second innings, they had only to just increase the lead because they had 64-run lead and they just need to increase it furthermore. And with the help of centuries of Tom Latham, Ravindra, Tom Latham scoring 145 runs and Ravindra 176, and both of them really showing what is class batting in Test cricket. And Ravindra, seeing him as one of the potential batters for New Zealand in the future, because the way he accumulates runs in the 50 over format, especially ICC tournaments and in Test cricket as well, because he also got a double 100 against South Africa last year, and he's showing what is promise that will be seen in the future. So Tom Latham's 100 will also not be forgotten. A captain's innings, a very valuable captain's innings, and not to forget Devon Conway's 37, slightly highlighted, but anyways they just need to increase the lead, and they scored 466 runs, 8 wickets, and they declared in 109 overs. So bowling scorecard for the West Indies: Kemar Roach, the veteran for the West Indies cricket, taking 5 for 78. Jaden Seals, one of the very bright up and coming fast bowlers, taking a single wicket. And OJ Shields, yes, he's a debutant and he took 2 wickets. So impressive bowling performance from these three, and West Indies left something to chase, a mammoth number. This is actually a number that any team will suffer a lot and overwhelm in seconds. So West Indies, they did chase 531 runs. and it's a bad start already because John Campbell, Chandapol and Athenaeus didn't trouble the scorers, and West Indies they were really faltering at 355, and it became 4 for 72. Then in came Shai scoring a 140 runs, a very important 140 runs with the partnership of Justin Greaves. Justin Greaves also putting up one of the best performance ever. An overseas batter, a West Indies batter, showing courage, determination and not giving up of any situation. Justin Greaves, okay, he scored 202 not out of just 388 balls. Not only he got the support from Shai, also he got the support of Kemar Roach as well. I mean, honestly, for a tail ender who is coming around 8 to 11, I mean, someone like Kemar Roach, we didn't expect him to perform like that. He ended up scoring 58 not out runs in 233 balls, and it shows that Kemar Roach still has everything to take from his experience from his long career. So I mean, well done to Kemar Roach, scoring 58 not out of 233 balls. It's a really courageous effort, and it's a very mature performance from West Indies, because when it comes to like performance from West Indies in Test cricket, remember they were outperformed against Australia at home, and not to forget they were being all out for 27 in the third Test match in Jamaica. It's also a pink ball test, and Mitchell Stark yet again, who performing really well in the Ashes, dismantled West Indies for just for 27 runs, and taking only 6 for 9 in his bowling figure. So that's the courage that the West Indies showed for a team was being from 27 all out in Jamaica. Now 6 for 457 in Christchurch outside West Indies. I mean, that's a really courageous performance. So I think there are more things I have to discuss about this particular West Indies innings, and especially the savior of this West Indies batting of the fourth innings, Justin Greaves and Kemar Roach, and not to forget Roston Chase as well. So West Indies 457 runs of 6 wickets. They consume 163.3 overs, and this 163.3 overs records as the second most overs faced in the fourth innings of a test. Second most overs faced in a fourth innings of a test. And also there are 457 for 6, which is stands as the second highest fourth inning score and first in a 5-day test match, because they are behind from a score which is around like 650 runs. I can't remember what the team was. I think maybe England or South Africa, so I have to check it back. It was back in 1939, so it's very, very old, more than 8 years. I mean, the players might be in the grave, right? It was from a timeless test, because timeless test is a test match which plays more than 5 days, and it's not going to be applicable for current cricket as well. So West Indies 457 is the second most highest score in a fourth innings test. And remember, I mean, West Indies also scored 418 runs to chase against Australia back in 2003. I mean, during the times of Brian Lara, Shivnarine Chandapol, Carl Hooper, and Ramnesh Sarwan, and don't forget Darren Ganga also played in that test match. If anyone knows who's Darren Ganga now, he's the commentator, a professional commentator, but he played for West Indies for quite a while. And the centuries of Shivnarine Chandapol and also Ramnesh Sarwan, two of the stalwarts for West Indies during the 2000s, probably the most difficult period as well, because Brian Lara's period was the turmoil period maybe. Chris Gale was also playing in that test match. anyone doesn't know that Chris Gale played Test cricket for more than 100 Test matches, although people know he's a universe boss. But without going out of the topic, let's talk about Justin Greaves' 202 not out. His 202 not out is the first visiting batter to score that 200 or more runs in a fourth innings in a Test match. First visiting batter outside West Indies, outside your home conditions. It's not easy, especially fourth innings. Really, really difficult. But this dude, Justin Greaves, really step up the game, and that grind attitude and also determination showed why he was the best on that day. And his 388 balls, also the most number of balls faced in a fourth innings in a Test since 1930. And it was actually a West Indian, if I'm not mistaken. It was actually, it's a West Indian, right? I mean, one of the legendary cricketers from the West Indies cricket history, George Headley. Yes, he averages more than 60 in his career. Now he's not living right now. He's dead more than 20-30 years ago. But he was a very fascinating batter, and he was the top holder of scoring the most number of balls in a fourth innings of Test. Then the second place comes from Justin Greaves. So after 1930, so very, very old, right? I mean, more than 100 years. I think 1930 was the time that West Indies cricket just started. And they were like a lot of legendary players like Headley, Kanhai, and Valentine. Lot of like names. I mean, don't forget Sir Garfield Sobers. I mean, and also the deadly fast bowling duo. Not duo really. Like the four deadly fast bowlers. I mean, more than that during the 80s. So West Indies, the cricketing tradition, it shows in that. It really shows in that, like vintage West Indies. That's what we need. We fans, we cricketing fans, we were like desperate to watch a performance like this, right? West Indies, right? I mean, ask your parents or relatives. I mean, if they watch cricket during the 70s and 80s, how was West Indies? My word. I mean, the 90s also, yeah, Brian Lara's era. He was the poster boy, right? That post 70s and 80s era. I mean, Sir Vivian Richards, right? Ah, yes. The Sigma legend. I mean, that's out of the topic slightly, but just reminding how West Indies were devastating during those days. I mean, we haven't won yet, but that was the showcase, the nostalgic showcase of vintage West Indies showed in this Test match, and really good. I think I had to congratulate Justin Greaves, Shai, and Kemar Roach showing that kind of performance. I mean, I really appreciate it. And I think they can show this kind of performance in the second and third Test match, and showing that the vintage West Indies will bring it on. So I think West Indies cricket is getting better, but the problem is the payments and also the politics behind the Caribbean islands, right? I mean, we love to watch West Indies, right? I mean, myself, like seeing a cricketing team, the island cricketing team, just like Sri Lanka. I mean, they were the world champions, right? Two-time world champion from 75, 79, T20 World Cup champions, 2016 and 2012. We were being the victims of the 2012 T20 World Cup and also Champions Trophy back in 2004. Brian Lara was the captain, so I mean, West Indies, I mean, they can be not as performing like before, but they had a really traditional cricketing history that to be proud of, that to be liked of, that to be watched again if you're a cricketing fan. But more than that, it's something that everyone has to be aware of, right? I mean, Justin Greaves 202 not out. Again, another record to his innings. He is the 4th West Indies player and the 7th overall to score a 200 in the 4th innings of a test match. He is the first West Indian batter, of course, but the 4th West Indian and the 7th overall to score a 200 of a 4th innings of a test match. That was really fascinating to see. And 932 runs, combination of the New Zealand's 466 runs and West Indies 457 runs with the sum of 932 runs, was the 4th highest runs in the last 2 innings of a test. I mean, early on, especially New Zealand, Hagley over Christchurch, first 2 days, I mean, bowlers will get some swing and seam, taking wickets from the help of that. Now, the 3rd to 5th day, it is batter's paradise because the wicket is dried up, sun was baked off, and that 932 runs was written all over it. And this is the first time in New Zealand a 4th innings played more than 150 overs of a test. I mean, that is rare as well. I mean, you can't see a 4th innings, right? I mean, especially the wicket is getting dried up. Spinners will come to play, close fielders, and also it's unplayable. The wicket can be unplayable, right? Most of the test matches, 4th innings can be unplayable. I mean, if you watch test matches for longer years, especially me and the viewers here, I mean, 4th innings of a test match, I mean, it's very difficult. But another example regarding a successful run chase in the 4th innings test match, which was between Australia and South Africa back in 2008 at Perth. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, South Africa chased 400 plus score, and in Australia at Perth, one of the fastest wickets in the cricketing world, South Africa chased down. And not to forget that test match, I mean, it's the very first test match for JB Duminy, his debut test match, and he scored 50 not out, and I think ABD Villiers also scored 100 in that test as well. And unfortunately Australia, who were the giants of the cricketing world, seeing their legends like Shane Warne, McGrath, Justin Langer, and also Gilchrist, because these players haven't played when South Africa toured to Australia, I think 2008-9 season. So they already retired. Hayden was there, Lee was there, but they couldn't protect the 400 plus score that South Africa chased. So it was another example of a fascinating 4th innings chase in the cricketing history. So that is it, right? I mean, there's one stat that's shown in the ESPN Cricket Info. The partnership between Roach and Greaves, Kemar, Roach and Justin Greaves, 180 not out of 409 balls, the highest ever 4th innings of a test match in the 7th or lower. After 7 wickets down, fans probably thinking, that's it, right? Collapse might be on the cards, but Justin Greaves and Kemar Roach, they stayed there, they stayed up until the day's end. They weathered the storm, trusted their defense, and then they put a very mammoth partnership, 180 runs of 409 balls. I was one of the viewers of that final day of a test match, and I was actually glued for 1 hour to see how good they were, and including both of their contribution of that 180 run partnership. And don't forget Shai Hopes and Justin Greaves 196 as well. This is the 3rd instance of a 250 plus run partnership in the last innings of a test since 1979. Okay, it's almost 50 years back, right? So that's how the lower order saved the test match from the jaws of defeat. So well done West Indies, well done to all the other 3, and hope that the West Indies can show another good performance. New Zealand will come with a plan as well in the second test in Wellington. So hope that this second test will be another fascinating test match as well. So that's it from this review. Another test match review, another fascinating test match review. So hope that the viewers will watch the second test match as well. So I hope that the information that I provided is correct, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share with the other friends as well. And I hope that I can provide more videos, more fascinating reviews in the future, especially December, and hope that I can do the best of the abilities that I can. So thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye.
Yes, that is it. A marathon effort by number 66, Justin Greaves.